Let's begin in D.C. Tensions are growing among lawmakers as major legislation on housing, elections, and the Iran war remain in limbo. But many in Congress are already skipping town for the 4th of July. Later today, President Trump will head to the Washington Hilton, by the way, for the first time since the shooting outside the White House Correspondents' Dinner, to speak with faith leaders there. It comes as the showdown between the president and his own party is heating up. NewsNation White House correspondent Libbey Dean is live at the White House for us. Libbey, good morning to you. The president is facing another delay on his push to pass this SAVE Act. What's the latest?
Good morning, Markie. So House GOP leaders canceled votes scheduled for today, and Speaker Johnson is assuring President Trump that the House will be back on Monday. So we'll see a long weekend there, but still a major roadblock remains with the Senate already gone for the 4th of July recess. They aren't scheduled to return for votes until July 13th. This means key pieces of legislation, they will remain unfinished for weeks, including that elections overhaul bill, President Trump's Save America Act. President Trump has refused to sign a bipartisan housing bill until that act, the SAVE Act, is passed. So in turn, that is stalled the housing bill. There's also legislation on defense spending and a major funding bill on the line here. GOP hardliners, though, saying they will vote those down until the SAVE Act passes. Just like the president has previously supported these tactics to advance the SAVE Act, even used them himself. But he's striking this different tone in this post on Truth Social, writing that House Republicans should unify, stop voting down rules, threatening to do so, no more grandstanding, even adding a please there at the end from the president. And that post, Markie, came after his meeting with House Speaker Mike Johnson here at the White House yesterday, an hours-long meeting. And Johnson says President Trump does not want to see any kind of congressional blockade that we're seeing, but we're likely not to see any real movement until the Senate returns, which we've got some time until that, Markie.
We've got some time as they take 4th of July holiday break. Libby, also, President Trump held a Rose Garden dinner with farmers and ranchers who are hoping for a new farm bill. But the president told them help is on the way and promised money from Iran. You know, that new, fine print from the MOU that was clarified this week. Any confirmation if that's actually going to happen?
Well, that farm bill is also, Markie, waiting on that congressional approval. There are debates over what's in it, what's been left out, specifically what's been left out. But President Trump is promising that relief is coming for those farmers. He said this last night.
We also called on Congress to pass a supplemental funding bill that will provide $11 billion in relief towards specialty crops and helping our great agricultural producers rebound from the losses that they had due to the Biden administration's horrible, horrible rules and regulations. So we're going to be getting an $11 billion payment in relief to our farmers.
And the president also signed an executive order on Thursday directing federal agencies to speed up agricultural innovations. Meanwhile, we're seeing the president repeat his claims that the U.S. will buy wheat, soybeans, corn, all of that bought from American farmers using Iranian money that was frozen under those sanctions. Iran has denied that claim, actually saying the U.S. will not dictate where the funds are spent. Farmers in limbo here in the meantime, though, Markie.
Yeah, they're waiting for answers. Libbey Dean, live from the White House for us this morning. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.